Hello, my name is Amber Kugler and I am doing my video submission. And the first question says, what disposition do you possess that you think will make you a successful teacher? Well, one thing is I feel like being a parent will help me be a successful teacher. I can kind of put myself in other parents' positions and know how they feel and how I would prefer somebody to handle a situation with me if it were my child. Another thing is I want all of my students to feel confident, encouraged. So I think just being an encouraging person will be a huge asset, and an organized person will be a huge asset. Management is key, and because I'm so organized, it'll really help me in the classroom. Number 2, what dispositions do you need to work on before you enter the classroom as a first-year teacher? Provide an example of how you plan to upload these dispositions in the classroom. Some things that I feel like I need to work on would be maybe discipline. I mean, I can discipline kids, of course. I can get that mama voice when needed. But I need to make sure I'm not being too lenient on these kids and being more strict than I would probably normally be just because a kid might be going through something. I need to be firm with my discipline chart, and I would upload the discipline. It's an example. I would upload the discipline chart to my drive, print it out, put it so kids can see it, send it home so parents know, and so parents can enforce any of the rules that they feel necessary at home that could help in the classroom as well. Number 3, how do the dispositions demonstrate your ability to understand other cultures, genders, and learning differences to build stronger relationships with students and families? Honestly, with different genders, I'll treat all my children the same. And I have a boy and a girl, so I can kind of relate to how boys work versus how girls work. Just being understanding with my students, talking to my students, getting feedback from my students, listening to my students, treating my students as if they were my own children. Different cultures. I've been around different cultures in the classroom before. I've been at a very low income school, and I've worked with special needs kids, so I think that'll help me to be able to dictate the best way to handle situations. Number 4, how do you anticipate using feedback from your annual performance evaluations, observations, and data on student performance to adjust your disposition and teaching practices to benefit learning? I feel like as a leader and an educator, it's really important that we welcome feedback with open arms. Sometimes when people give us feedback, we can kind of get defensive about it, but I think if we take what other people are telling us and apply it to our teaching style, that we'll see that it'll actually benefit us and help us in the long run. And I guess that is it. Thank you.